I'm Jill Shepard, formerly Jill Stevens, and I am intrigued by running. I love it. It's such a relief for me, and so my passion for running kind of took me into long distance running. I love marathons. Putting one foot in front of the other just intrigues me. I don't know why. I've run many out of the state. Most have been in Utah, but one even out of the country. I actually ran a marathon while I was in Afghanistan, serving with the tour there as a soldier, as a combat medic. And what an incredible opportunity that was. I came across the Utah Valley Marathon. I love finding and researching different ones, maybe new challenges that I can run into in a way.
This was my 108th marathon in my running career. And I think being that it's local, being that it's within Provo Canyon and the Provo-Orem and surrounding area.
I've run over 274 marathons, 41 of those being ultras, 233 or so are marathons. I've run a marathon a month for 184 consecutive months. I've done a marathon in all 50 states and DC, and in '97 was the first to do a marathon in all 7 continents in 1 year. But it's a really pretty marathon, considering a lot of marathons that are around.
Provo River is a really nice river to run along because it's a nice gentle slope. It's not too steep, it's not too flat, it gives you a nice speed.
It was well designed, the course was well laid out, everything was marked really well, there was great aid stations along the way. There was wonderful food at the end of the race, and everything just went off exactly like I would hope for a marathon.
The Utah Valley Marathon was one of the best marathons that I ran. I really liked it. The course was great. It started on time.
A lot of these marathons are ones that have been going on for 10, 15, 20 years, and a lot of them weren't as organized and weren't as well run as the Utah Valley Marathon was in only its first year.
Utah Valley Marathon was well organized, like a big race, but it had a nice hometown feel to it.
I really like that the race is designed by a marathon runner. You can tell as you run the race that a marathon runner's designed it. It has a lot of the conveniences that only runners would know to include in a race.
I can honestly say that having done the marathon here at Utah Valley Marathon the first year, that this is one of the prettier marathons that you'll ever do. And a well-organized marathon. It's right up there in the top 2, and so I'd recommend it to anybody who's coming from out of state to take a look at this and come out and join us in June, and you'll have a great experience.
You definitely get your money's worth out of this race. You get the scenery, you get the tactile shirt, you get great finish awards, and great aid stations.
I loved how the Utah Valley Marathon actually had a purpose, that it was helping out children. I'm very passionate about kids. As you know, I took care of many over in Afghanistan as a soldier, and I also work as a nurse, a full-time nurse at Primary Children's Medical Center. I have a passion for helping children, because that is our future. And I love how this race is fighting and running for that cause.
One of the challenges as the fire chief that I've put forth to the 54 members of our fire department is to run the Utah Valley Marathon. We'll have a couple of sub-3 hour marathoners, especially on this course that's particularly fast.
It was a great course. It didn't beat my legs up. I was able to jump right back into training.
It's an easy, overall downhill course. With the way the course is set up, there really is no uphill to speak of on this course. So it'll be a very fast course for runners, especially the runners that are doing their first marathon, and we encourage everybody to come out and give it a try.
One of the things about runners, and as you will find across the nation, or anywhere you go as you join any race, is the camaraderie. It was just incredible how you're all huddled around fires, and there's a few of us up there, and you bond instantly. And it's so great to make those friends right at the beginning of the race, and then you've got the rest of the 26 miles as you run and meet up with different runners. You've already got a friend, and it really made for a great race as you ran into different people, literally, and you were friends instantly because you had that common bond of pain, passion, and running for a cause, whether that's a personal cause for yourself, if you're running to lose weight, running for a family member, running for these children that the Utah Valley Marathon sponsors or raises money for. It's an incredible thing as you all come together during this race for the Utah Valley Marathon and really make a difference in that way, personally and for others and serving others.
I think those that are training for a qualifying time for Boston, having ran Boston 3 times myself, It is one of the faster qualifying courses and inviting to those attempting to qualify for the Boston Marathon.
I've heard about some of the changes already, starting up at a different location, getting more of the Provo Canyon into the race, and actually accentuating some of the positives, some of the better places of the race to make the race, I think, that much more enjoyable. And I think that the directors, like I said, have taken care to listen to the runners, to listen to what people liked and didn't like, and I think they're taking that into account for this year, and they're going to make this race even better than the year before, and probably continue to do that in the years to come to make Utah Valley Marathon a really great race to run.
I would recommend this for any marathon runner to try.
For runners that are coming from out of state, that are first timers here to Utah, you'll be running one of the prettier courses here in Utah because it is so much along the river, and you'll enjoy it, and you really can't go wrong with this course. It's going to be a great experience for anyone that comes out and does this race. So we encourage you to come give it a try.